Latest Shinobi.
They were always
No
watching
spoilers.
Wednesday mornings anyway.
No spoilers in the chat,
I'm
please.
not early enough for that.
We don't want to know that Kenobi died. That'd be the worst.
This is the final one,
I
right?
know. I don't think he can
Episode
die,
6.
or Luke, or anyone else.
No,
Yeah.
no one can die. But
All the characters are technically safe if they want to keep canon correct. Actually, they did pull a trick with us with the Grand Inquisitor, because I was like, what? You can't die.
yeah, I kind of saw. Are
All
we?
right. Yeah, we're live. Sorry.
Okay, we're just having casual conversation over here. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, guys. Welcome to the Morning Brick, the best source for your Lego news, rumors, and discussion at 9:30s here on our channel specifically.
Asterisk.
Yes, exactly. But yes, on Wednesdays, because we do
On
other
Wednesdays
live shows too.
in Noonan, Georgia, on Atlanta Brickco TV.
In this
In this
office,
room,
yeah, this
Mark's
studio.
office.
All right. So today we've got Mark, Daniel, and Chris.
On Wednesdays, because
Okay.
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 Rookie
And,
mistake.
hey, the audio's working. That's great. And so we've got some fun stuff to talk about. We've got mostly LegoCon and also the Brick World Con. So
Yeah, and that's going to be a lot of stuff to talk about. We may be here for a while, so buckle up.
we're just gonna talk about the stuff that we were doing. So it's gonna be great. What do you guys have to start? Who wants to go first?
Well, we had our Whatnot auction last night. It was Harry Potter, and it was
Mhm.
fun. I mean, it's
Oh, it was a
great.
blast.
Yeah, we had the Harry Potter music playing in the background. You know, it's really
I really like
relaxing.
happy
It's kind of like elevator music.
Do they let you play music on the Whatnot auctions? 'Cause
Yes,
it's not.
they do.
It's not like
For now.
we're not. Yeah,
I
you're
don't know
making
how
money
they
off
can get
selling
away
items.
with it, but Facebook and YouTube can. You
Well,
know?
probably because it's not ever recorded or monetized.
We could choose
You're
to
not
record
making
it.
money.
It's
off
not
of
the
it.
content that
Yeah.
you're making you're making money off of. There's no ads. It's
Yeah.
the stuff that you're selling while being there. So I think that maybe they can get around it that way.
It may
Anyway.
also just be an ask for forgiveness instead of permission kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. That was about to say
It
maybe
may
they're not.
change down the road, but for now, they said,
Well,
go for
that's
it.
fun. The music going on. That's great. Cool.
Yeah, we'll probably do some more of that in the future with our themed shows.
And we sold everything we wanted to. What are we doing next week? Did
And
we
then
talk
some.
about it?
Jurassic World.
Jurassic World.
Dominion.
Yes. Yeah.
In particular.
We
But
got-
maybe some other Jurassic
We
World
have
stuff.
every single brand new set, and somebody took the dinosaurs out of them.
Okay.
But they're everything else. The bags are sealed. I mean, so we're gonna just auction those off.
Still good sets. You got vehicles. You got figures.
Yeah, so you can have a jungle vehicle expedition thing
Mhm.
with no dinosaurs. Just a bunch of people driving around with big cages.
Nope, this we'll have to do a new ding dong here. This ding
That's
dong.
funny.
With the label?
The label stuck to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Morgan won
Get a
the Mark's wand. And
Your magic editing wand.
How am I
This
gonna
wand
edit movies
sold
now?
out from under you.
we've used this for a lot of stuff.
And it was the ray gun for the Batfella beginnings.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was the Mr. Frost or whatever his name was.
Mhm.
The Blue Frost or
Uh,
something. Whatever his awesome name
Refrigerator.
was. The refrigerator.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're all gonna sign that.
I'm stuck on Nepal from Galador.
Yeah. It's,
Hey, let me get you a new ding dong to sign, Mark, because
yeah. Well, I got a whole jar of them over there, so we're
There you
good.
go. As much as it pains you.
I'll put this one back. You can eat this one.
This is a cool
Is
thing to
Morgan
sign.
yeah, Morgan's here.
Oh, Margaret is here. Yeah.
Hey, Mark, Daniel, and Chris. Let's see what else.
I'm gonna sign right in the middle of the star because I'm that extra.
Brickman VA said Mark definitely looks perplexed. I guess he didn't watch Whatnot last night.
I just heard that that's what happened. So.
Morning, Grumpy J. Or as Morgan says, Jumpy Gray.
I like that one.
The wand will go on display next to Jurassic Park. There you go, Morgan.
So there's the Mark signature in the middle of the star because I'm extra.
Get the, ding
So
dong.
you
This
guys
is
can
the-
sign
this was
wherever
the
is cool.
ding dong.
Oh yeah, let me sign this one too.
Oh yeah, just to make sure. Morgan, did you want all three of us to sign it?
I think he wanted
Is that right?
all the employees to sign it. Joe,
like the whole store?
Angie's out there, Randy, yeah.
We can get whoever you want to sign it.
There we go.
This, you could actually put this, incorporate
Not
this
too
in your
bad.
city somehow. Have it the middle.
I see like a roadside
I wonder if that's any
attraction.
kind of
Yeah.
standard size. You think that's like a 4x4 round?
It might be. I know you could get rubber tires and stuff and really kind of
you
wedge
can
it in there.
always,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone in the store. All right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thank you for purchasing my stuff, Morgan.
Against your will.
Well, it's not. So those are the stores. That is the stores, and so are a lot of the props over here. But
This
it's
is
just.
true. But you are attached to it.
I pulled them aside to have as props for videos and movies, and then now we're partying with them, and that's great.
Is that
so.
your soccer jersey number or something?
Yeah, 72.
Mhm.
Okay.
Refrigerator Perry.
Yeah, there you go.
He and I have a lot in common. The
I guess I'll
refrigerator
try and
Perry.
sign it
You can do
on
that.
sign it on the round part.
the staff there. There you go.
Somebody's gonna have to set the precedent.
Yeah, the wand, Tina Bricks, the wand is actually Lego. It says Lego on it.
Mhm.
It was a Target exclusive, and came in a snowman. You decorate a snowman pack.
You could
Which-
stick it in him, and he has a.
Yeah,
Well,
and
They
you
didn't
know,
give you stick arms, but they gave you like the wand and the radio
And a carrot
and
nose,
yeah, the carrot
top
for the
hat.
nose.
and you know this wasn't used because we're in Georgia and we haven't had snow in
Years, so.
Yeah.
Yours, definitely not.
Yep. So that's pretty awesome. All
Well,
signed up.
I think we're still all a little jet lagged from Chicago.
I know I am. I am
I don't
exhausted.
think it was jet lag. I think it was road lag.
It was a lot of work, wasn't
Yeah.
it? I mean,
Yeah.
it was all day and night.
You guys were busy too.
Well, Saturday
right?
and
Yeah.
Sunday were the hardest days because we were selling stuff all day. We were in the booth standing up and
Yeah.
running around and
Mhm.
everything else, tearing down the stuff and hitting the road.
Packing, loading.
Daniel was the muscle.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Had a lot of
And
heavy
the
lifting
backwards
to do.
walker.
Yeah.
And your father-in-law, yeah.
Yeah.
I was listing stuff I want on my my trading card when
Mhm.
I did it. I think backwards walker should be one, and what was the other one, Chris?
So Daniel's been helping me out with a lot of lifting.
Yeah, so he's the one in
we
the front.
moved stuff out of the storage locker into the new storage space, and I told him I hired him for his muscle, but what I didn't realize is he's a really good backwards walker because he was in the Virginia Tech band.
Oh, wait a
Yeah,
second.
backwards marking.
I
marching
didn't.
and
I thought this was
marking.
just kind of a joke. Like he always has to carry it backwards.
No,
He's
no,
he's
he's
a
actually
trained
in-
professional.
legitimately an expert at
He's
walking
like
backwards.
an expert backwards walker.
That's
Yeah.
definitely going on the card when we get those around them. That's amazing. A very unique skill. So.
Jeez. All right, let's cover some real news.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, guys.
All right, here's something that's close to me. This came out like during last week's morning break, so I don't think they talked about it.
Okay.
The $1 billion manufacturing plant near Richmond, Virginia, in Chesterfield County.
Exactly.
And I'm from Virginia, so that's very big news for my state. That'll be,
Did
good
you
for
hear why they
economy
chose
and everything
Virginia?
else.
I don't know.
Something about good opportunities and workforce and
It's
probably tax
No,
breaks or something.
it's because Virginia is for lovers.
Good one. Good one. Lego lovers. Virginia's for Lego lovers.
Must be a Lego tie in there somewhere.
I've
Yeah.
never liked that slogan. It's
It's a weird slogan. That's
I never
a-
cared
It is,
for it.
yeah.
And it's on all the signs for like the welcome.
Like
to
they're
Virginia.
really proud of that.
It's in a Kenny Chesney song.
Okay, well,
Oh, is that what is that where it comes from?
that's the little.
At all the rest
What's beyond
stops,
my-
they have like a big sign that says like love.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
usually take pictures with it.
The
Those are kind
highways.
of cool, but the slogan is.
What is Georgia's anyway? I don't even know. Does Georgia have a
Peach
Probably just
State.
the peach?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty basic.
Georgia on my mind.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's also a song.
I can't remember what Virginia's slogan used to be before that. That only came around maybe within the last 10 or 15 years. Or something
Really?
before
Okay.
that, I'm sure.
A pretty recent update.
Might have just said
Well,
Virginia welcome
so
to
I'm
or something.
interested to find out what they're going to manufacture at this plant because usually they only manufacture certain things.
Yeah,
Like they don't manufacture everything you need for this set at this plant.
they do like minifigs or parts or
Yeah.
tires or they do a section of a set. Yeah.
And quite often you get leaks out of factories all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So we could you're going to see some Bricklink store open up
Right
in
outside.
Chesterfield,
Yeah.
Virginia.
You saying we need an inside man
Yeah,
over there?
we do. We do.
I did find they posted a list of job listings for the plant, and that kind of
Okay.
gave some ideas about what kind of things they're going to be doing there. It'll take me just a minute to find it, though.
That's
I wanna
pretty
start
interesting.
talking about something else.
Yeah, well, it is interesting to see if we'll see more leaks, more figures that are
I wanna know
not
if
being
they're
made
gonna do
anymore, being
factory
made.
tours.
Prototypes.
Yep.
If
Yeah.
they do
Cube
factory
parts.
tours, I'd be
Well,
all
not
over
cube
that.
parts necessarily, but
So there's a rare part out there. They're 2x4 bricks,
Mhm.
and they're from the 70s,
Mhm.
and they're marbled, and they
Mhm.
exist because the factory was in Ireland, and after work the employees would just just have fun
Yeah.
and mix different colors together, make marbled bricks. So they're out there and they're floating around.
yeah, they're pretty collectible.
I've
I've
seen
seen them.
people use a couple of them as in mocks of like an art gallery or something, like build a frame around it. It's got
Mhm.
this cool
Mhm.
marble thing. All right, yeah, a lot of the job listings were like Let's see, packing technician, warehouse shipping, material
Mold
handler,
cleaners.
mold operators, mold cleaners, mold technicians. So they'll definitely be making bricks. Lots of team leader, supervisor, human resources, engineering. So it sounds like it's going to be a self-sustaining little.
I wonder if any of us
System.
applied, could we actually get a job? Like, could we, just with our Lego knowledge, does that apply to this situation or no? Like, just,
Probably not. I think a lot of people are going to try to apply just because they like Lego, and I don't know that that's going to be any
Yeah.
advantage to them. I think they'd
It's
probably
an actual
rather
job.
have somebody who doesn't care, so they're not
So
stealing
they're gonna
things out of the
Mhm.
they're gonna
factory.
treat it like a real job.
Yeah.
it's so boring.
Wow.
I think they're
Alright.
gonna hire, like real professionals and stuff.
Actual plastic
people who
yeah.
play with people who play with toys.
Oh, you like the
we'll
product,
see.
that's cool, yeah.
I mean, they might put some of those people in HR, but I don't think they want them anywhere near the molds.
That is actually true, yeah, just you don't want the fan connection, I don't
Yeah.
know.
They probably will make it an attraction. Probably
Mhm.
like factory tours and stuff.
Yeah,
Madeline was
I'd be all
asking
over
that.
and if they do like a set of the factory, like
Yeah.
they've done with some of the other ones, that would be
Mhm.
really, really cool.
Mhm.
I'd be all about that. What do you got, Chris?
Let's see. So the plant is in Chesterfield, Virginia, and it's like, what is it like? Within an hour of Richmond.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Yeah, so
Just southwest of
close to
Richmond,
everything
Virginia.
that's up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not too far. It is out in the middle of nowhere, kind of, but
Yeah.
still close to.
Yeah.
Close
An
enough
hour
to
is not too far, cause like we're an
Sure,
hour
it's
from
an
Atlanta, and it's not too
industrial
far.
area.
How about those new Series 23 CMF packs?
Ooh, those are cool.
This series is, like I always say, oh, this series is the best. This series is the best. And maybe it's just because they're new and we haven't seen them yet. But I think this series is the best.
Angie's gonna have to get all of them, for sure.
I have to get several of them, and I normally don't,
So Mark, let's each say our favorite. Mine's the
Well, I already know
mine's
what
the
Mark's
night.
is.
I like the night as well.
All
But there's several here that are very cool.
I'm gonna say the night too. I'll also say that turkey fig's looking pretty cool. I might have to get one because I went to Virginia Tech.
Oh
Looks
yeah,
like
yeah,
looks like
that's
the Hokey
great.
Bird.
And I like the little elf girl there, or maybe it's a
Yeah.
lady. I don't know.
After the night, I like the snowman.
Well, all the elves are like
Snowman.
hundreds of years old.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. They're timeless,
I like
immortal
the snow
beings.
globe that comes with that. You got the
Mhm.
little one by one house there in the globe.
The lady robot is.
The robot is cool. It was a
Fun.
little confusing at first. It's supposed to be like a robot costume, and I think
think
that's
so.
why she has the scissors.
Yeah.
Like it's made out of cardboard or something, but it doesn't look like it. Like in the
It
Cosmic
looks
Cardboard
real.
Adventure set, like a lot of the control panels and stuff look like they were drawn
Drawn.
on the print or something.
Yeah.
And this doesn't really have that, so I think that's where some of the confusion.
Those
came
lines
from.
look a little precise for a costume.
Yeah, I mean, somebody had said last week maybe the scissors were supposed to be like tin snips, like it was actually made out of metal. I
Yeah.
don't know.
You got the sea captain, like a Titanic looking.
Yeah, somebody said he looks like the actual captain
Mhm.
of Titanic.
Yeah,
So
I
that'd
forget-
be
the
good.
name escapes me, but
Yeah.
the Nutcracker guy with the sword.
Yeah.
That'll be good for
The dragon looks really
army
similar.
building. The Nutcracker guy change his face.
People are freaking out about that torso and those
Yeah.
legs for soldiers. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Now
And
they've
the
done
hat.
like some toy soldiers and things before that people have probably kind of turned into nutcrackers,
Mhm.
but that headpiece is nice.
The dragon and the wolf character it looks like.
Yeah, it's the
Mhm.
wolf with overalls or something.
A reindeer.
Reindeer, popcorn.
Popcorn good
Angel's
kid.
gonna like the popcorn one for sure.
There's some. I mean, most of those are costume characters, and I think that's probably a good thing because
Yeah.
they're very popular. So.
Now, most of this stuff came out a while ago, so I'm just gonna kind of assume that most people have seen pictures of this stuff at this point.
Yeah,
unless
it's
there's
fine.
Other ones we
You
wanna
can
share.
find. They've actually shared that places now. Is it?
It's all over. Yeah. Oh, it's all over the place. Instagram.
Mhm.
You know, any Lego news site, blog, or whatever's gonna have it.
Yeah, but definitely getting some of those the night because that classic '70s era original Yellow Castle
Now,
print.
I think that shield comes in the castle as well.
Yes.
Do
Speaking
we
of the
wanna
castle,
transition to that.
Yeah.
Just knock it out.
Mm-hmm.
the 90th anniversary castle. We've seen some very nice pictures. Thankfully, from LegoCon, they were talking about it quite a
I
bit.
didn't save any pictures from that.
That's fine. You can go and find them. Those are
They're
officially everywhere.
honest,
Yeah. And it is, first impressions, awesome.
Mhm.
What about you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of anything that's wrong with it. They give you a cool cape.
Mhm.
They give you cool flags, multiple flags.
The fabric flags.
They give you 2 bardings.
2 different bardings.
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever been a set that has 2 different. Well,
classic
no,
design,
One
you
or two.
know,
Yeah.
logos, shield logos.
Yeah.
I mean,
but like slightly updated.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A lot of
Tons of
shield
minifigures.
ones. So on the front, you have the two Lion Knights ones, the blue on yellow and the yellow on blue. But then inside the castle, there's a ton more. Let me see if I can find a good inside shot. A lot of the what you've got the one with the crossed halberds. You've got the red and white vertical ones with the blue surround. These were a lot of the ones from the original Yellow Castle. There's the lions again. And then there were more on this side.
Chevron.
You got the green chevrons and the yellow background, and I think that's the pink one with the yellow crown. There was a
Yeah.
better.
There was some speculation that they're actually stickered shields, which would be a bummer,
That would be.
especially at that price
Ugh.
point. But I'd still get it. I have
Does-
sticker shields
does
from
the,
Disney
um,
Castle.
Does the pink shield with the crown have a name? Is there?
It's
okay.
basically, you could call it the Crown Knights, but I would refer to it as the classic Castle Knights because
Okay.
it's the Yellow Castle Knights.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As far as the Yellow Castle, I think was the only one that came with a lot of those designs. wasn't
That
it?
was the only time any of those designs in that set appeared until now.
Now the original ones were stickered.
Yeah, the original ones were
Right.
stickered, and so it would be. It's still not the end of the world, but it would definitely be a downer if that was the case. So.
No,
Gosh, I'm actually
I've always thought that for some reason Lego doesn't like giving us more castle sets, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
In
it's
general, it feels like that sometimes.
And so, like with this one, they know from the voting that everybody wants castle, but they're like, okay, so let's give them a castle set that has everything and be done with it.
Yeah.
I think they
And
also-
that way we don't
The
have to
end
make
all.
any more sets.
Yeah.
I think they also just like not heavily leaning on where they've been, and they like to look forward to where they're
Mhm.
headed. And I think this anniversary is kind of an exception to that.
Yeah. This is definitely an
And
homage.
there's the last shield. It's like the yellow, like clovers or clubs
Yes.
on the blue background. Those were all designs from the classic ones.
Mhm.
And now if they do a printed one for the CMF, I think it would be really silly if they did it as stickers for the.
Yeah. Well, the fact that they're going for fabric flags, new.
Do you think they are
horse
fabric?
partings.
I was gonna guess that they were plastic.
Well, yeah. So they could
Those
be either.
flags look fabric to me.
I'd be fine with
It's
plastic flags.
hard to tell. I mean,
The way the pole goes through the holes.
yeah. Well, they've done that with plastic flags before too. Like Ninjago has.
It
some
could
of
be
those, I
plastic,
think.
but it would definitely be easier to make in plastic. But either way, I'm still gonna.
I don't see anything else that would be an obvious. That would be a sticker on this set.
Mm-hmm.
So if this set had stickers, it would only be those shields, as far as I can tell. I don't see anything else that looks
Yeah.
like it would be stickered, but
The
we'll see.
one thing I noted is that it's a really cool looking set. It has really good building techniques. It looks great. I mean, it looks like a mock, and I mean that as a compliment. Like it looks
Yeah.
like somebody that knows how to build castles made this for display at a convention. You know?
So Ruben commented on the chat and he said there's a great interview with the two designers where they break down the whole set, but there's no stickers in this set or the Galaxy Explorer.
Nice. Well,
So
thank
that's
you.
The designer
Yeah.
video. I need to go watch that.
Thank you for sharing that, Ruben.
Speaking
That's
of the Galaxy Explorer, you can't see it super well, but we've got
awesome. A big one right
a
here.
cool one right here.
And we need to
And
get a taller desk. And
we're
some-
talking about
some
getting a
laptop
taller desk and
chairs.
sitting on stools or maybe even a platform.
They did this nice. Well, we should talk
like
about
Joe
this.
has.
Yeah.
They have a nice
We wanna
desk
get
at
higher up.
Costco. That's one that goes up and down. You can control.
Yeah, a
it.
raising desk you could get
So we could get some high top chairs.
if it's wide
go
enough.
up and down.
This is a pretty wide table. So.
Yeah.
And then so
What-
the
what-
Galaxy Explorer.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
want to talk about that? I am super excited.
No, Mark, I don't want to talk about that. Yes, of course I want to talk about it.
So how many have you pre-ordered already? Is the question.
I need to.
I've already got 2 in the.
I'm going to.
in
so
the
I
order.
don't see the point of waiting.
Yep. I got it with the
Ugh.
gift with purchase so I got another Forrester set because those are pretty awesome. So.
What's your goal for Forrester sets? How many?
I already have 2 in my possession. One is being
Okay.
shipped to me, and so I would love to have 3 or 4.
Oh, okay.
So.
So 4.
Yeah, I'd love to have 4 is max. At that point, 5 is too many. That's excessive.
5 is right out.
That's excessive. Somebody else needs to get that 5th one for me. So, but Galaxy Explorer looks amazing. It really, again, captures that classic space vibe. The
I
figures.
love the way they did those
Yeah.
those, like loud hailer kind of pieces or whatever made out of 3 buckets.
Yeah,
stuck on
they,
the sides of
they
the
have
slot.
the power to make the look of old pieces with new pieces.
Yeah,
It's just
totally.
amazing.
I think it's really interesting how they did the cockpit where the whole thing is kind of built on a slant. That's
exactly
really well done.
the angles on the sides of the wings. That's really quite advanced techniques that you'd see in some very
I'm-
talented spaceship builders. So.
I'm gonna guess it's gonna be very similar to how the Batwing was made. I think
Yeah.
there may be some rubber bands involved in this technique.
There could be. There could be.
Either that or just some very careful geometry going on.
They've been doing nice wing edges on like the Venator and other bigger sets
Mm.
too. So this is like the next evolution, I think, in that. And then
Yeah.
the figures are all very, very classic looking. The 90th anniversary castle, they're all updated. They have newer prints for their faces. The Lion Knight torsos and legs are all new prints.
Mhm.
These are like you could put them next to your old figures, and the only way you can tell is a slightly thicker helmet.
Mhm.
So it's really cool in that regard.
The white one we have had as recently as the Lego Movie Benny's Space Squad set. The
Exactly.
red one, however, we've not had since one of the vintage minifigure collection
Yes,
ones.
yeah.
So this
Or the
this
originals.
should now make getting the red. If you're trying to get all the colors of Spacemen, this should make the barrier to entry to the red one a lot lower.
Because the red one hasn't been seen in quite a while and not in very
Yeah.
large numbers, he was pretty expensive along with the black one.
The black one is still incredibly expensive.
And it will be. But this at least this will make the red one probably much more down to earth.
Yeah, not necessarily the old ones, but I mean to
Oh,
get this
yeah.
new one, it's
To get a red
I mean,
spaceman,
$100 seems like a great deal for this set.
the volume of Lego for that set it seems
Yeah.
really good.
I mean, we'll see when we build it, but and now this was something I also hadn't figured out until recently. You can supposedly also build it into two smaller sets. I don't remember the names of them. I don't know if you
Yeah,
saw
so
this as well.
that's the Galaxy Explorer. What is the main set? But apparently, if you have the Galaxy Explorer set, you can make two smaller ships, a medium one and a small one, instead of the biggest one. So
Right.
there's three
They were
sizes.
also
Yeah.
classic sets.
So that you can remake three classic ships if you have
If you buy
two sets,
two
which is what I
copies,
did.
yeah.
So you can, it's I think they
Only two-
realized
only
I
two,
know.
right?
I think they realized that people would probably buy more than one, and they thought, why not make it so you could just have a bunch of different size spaceships? It seems pretty straightforward, but it's like also a lot of design work that goes into that, so
Yeah.
it's awesome. So
And
I
I'm
think
sure if you get creative, you could design a lot more of the other classic space sets too. I mean, they're all very, very similar in design.
you've
have
got a
to
bunch
admit.
of new classic space prints on there. Got a bunch
Yeah.
of great pieces.
No
so.
stickers though. That's good to know. So it looks like just a 2x4 tile maybe with the logo,
Mhm.
and then maybe a 1x6 brick with the LL928.
That's
Probably,
about
probably
it.
two of those on the
Surprised
sides.
they didn't do that arrow.
Yeah.
They did do the arrow.
Oh, they did?
But it's, let's see if
Brick
there's
Is
a
it
built?
brick
picture.
built?
It's brick built into the side.
Oh, cool.
There is a better picture out
Mm,
there, but
yeah.
it's using some of those probably facet tiles and the some people call them sandwich tiles, just the sliced down
That's
diagonal
cool.
2x2. So there was a better picture of it out there floating around somewhere, but yeah, they have the
brick
arrow
built
on the
arrow.
back, but it's yeah brick or tile built kind of into the side. So the white part is recessed behind the blue.
I'm curious to think what the chat is thinking right now.
Yeah, we're not. I don't know if we're behind or not, but we're not getting any
Okay.
any comments on the space set at all.
They're asking-
Madeline,
Wow.
Madeline complimented us on
Fazuma
our
must still be
shipping.
asleep.
Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, so I wonder if anyone in the chat is actually planning on ordering this set. Let us know how
Grumpy,
many.
Grumpy J is changing the subject. He's-
Oh.
He wants
what's
us to,
everybody's favorite Lego piece of all time?
I got an answer for that because somebody asked me that on a panel at Brick World.
Okay.
It is the 1x1 round modified brick with bamboo leaves, 3 bamboo leaves.
Yeah.
It's my favorite brick. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Has been for about a decade.
I
so.
can relate to that because there's a lot of them in those classic ninja sets.
Yeah,
Those are my
yeah,
favorite.
and it was I had like a whole cup full of them as a kid, and that was like most of my plant pieces, and so I would just build with bamboo, and that was my thing. So, what about you, Chris?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not as detailed of a builder as you are,
Mhm.
and I like building castles, so I like profile bricks
Yeah,
because it helps me, who's not as detailed,
get more detail.
cover in some of those just normal
Yeah,
flat walls.
yeah, they're a truly remarkable breakthrough piece there because
Yeah.
you can add so much detail to a mock. What about you, Dale?
I can't think of anything. I'm drawing a blank. I don't think I've ever been asked this
Is it
before. I have to
accessory
think
or
about it.
piece? Like, what is there like a?
I have no idea. I'd have to go home and look, look through my stuff and think
I know
about it.
Stevens is the brick with studs on all sides. That's his
Yeah,
favorite.
that's very useful.
And then I know John Snyder likes the quarter tile, so the curved little dots tile. So there's lots of cool pieces out there to
And then
enjoy.
another one would be the mixel joints that people
Yes.
like a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
That's probably our most asked for piece.
We don't have that many on hand anymore,
So
do
it
we?
sounds like we're just going for like practicality for building and not just like coolness factor.
Yeah.
What's your go-to piece? you
Yeah.
know?
For me, it's nostalgia with the bamboo, but there's always something.
But what's interesting is you've designed most of our own exclusive kits,
Mhm.
and I have to order all the parts for them. And I'm always ordering all the same parts for
Mhm.
all the same kits, and it's like, base parts.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, well, this is what Mark likes.
I've got some things that stick in my head as an easy option
Yeah.
for completing various things in Lego. So yes, that you're going to be ordering a lot of bionicle arms, little bionicle arms, things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Steven does like that 1x1 brick with studs on all sides.
Yeah. We have things
that's-
that are our go-to. Yeah, it's
So
great.
we keep thousands of those. in
Yeah, we got a
stock.
bag of them somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a good question.
To see if there's things that I
Oh,
use all the time.
speaking of talking at a panel at Brickworld, we did have a good time. Did we talk about that enough, or we want to talk about that more?
Yeah,
Yeah,
talk about the panel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, thankfully for the Lego Masters, we had so many of us there. We had about 21 people from season 2 out of 24. So that was great. A few of them couldn't make it because they were either at home with their family or at LegoCon.
Mhm.
Because Randall and Sarita were over there doing a part of LegoCon, a short part, but there nonetheless. So that's pretty awesome. It's the only reason that Randall, who lives in Chicago, would have missed Brickworld Chicago.
Yeah.
So we all, because there were so many of us, we had plenty of time to hang out, and we only had a few hours where we had to be at a panel, at a meet and greet. It was still pretty crazy. We talked to hundreds of people, gave out lots of cards. So yeah, a lot of fun. I think the best part for me was the World of Lights, because once they turn off the lights, and they turn off all the lights, it's pitch black in there except for the mocks themselves, illuminated by all the lights inside of them. So it was definitely one of the most impressive. All those conventions are starting to do it now,
Mhm.
but Brickworld does it the best, I think.
And it looks like some of the mocks you really don't pay any attention to during the day. And at night, it's like, whoa, this was built for.
It was designed for this.
nighttime light.
Yeah.
And to only have the lights off and displayed for an hour
Mhm.
on Saturday night is almost like an injustice. I think they should probably do it maybe Friday night,
Mhm.
Saturday night. And like Daniel was saying, they could do it earlier. Like it's so late.
Yeah.
What's the point of actually
It was-
doing it at night
what
when
was
you're
it,
in a
like 10
giant
o'clock at
metal
night?
box of a building?
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
exhausted. I couldn't enjoy it as much as I would like to have. In fact, I was going to go live and do a live stream, and I'm like, I'm just too tired for this. And
Yeah.
but they could do it at lunchtime.
Yeah, why not? It's
There's
a
no
big room.
windows
Yeah,
in
no
there.
windows, no skylights. Yeah, so. I did get a bunch
now,
of
this
shorts.
they could never do in a commercial building like a convention center. But something that I thought that was really cool at Lego House was in the zone where they have the large built models. Like there's one of a mountain with a castle and one that's a cityscape.
Mm-hmm.
The lights go through like a day-night cycle.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like, it's all lit and then it kind of turns to dusk and then it goes dark and you see all the lights come on in the city and then the sun comes up and it's very soft warm colors and then it goes back to day. And it's maybe the whole cycle's maybe lasts about 20 minutes. Like
Yeah.
if you're there for a while, you'll see a full cycle. But
Yeah.
I mean, that obviously would be cool, but you couldn't do it in a
That'd
big
be
commercial
amazing.
building like that.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah,
You'd have to do that in a very controlled environment.
you could do it a couple times and then that'd be it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But
So Grumpy J was thinking about starting GrumpCon.
Is this
And starting
digital or
in
physical?
2023. I don't know.
Either way, that sounds pretty fun.
Yeah.
I love
and,
being grumpy.
Scott Robinson's on the stream. Says, "Good morning, guys. Super glad to meet you all this weekend."
Yeah, hey,
Yes.
Yeah.
He came by our area too, so we got to say hi to Scott.
It was awesome getting to meet a number of people. We got to meet Scott, Michael Labrizzi,
Mhm.
Yep. John Abraham.
John Abraham was there. Of course, we've met him in the store.
Yeah.
Before, anyhow.
Paul Johnson. He said he doesn't comment very much, but
Mhm.
I'm sure he's out there watching.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah, a number of people.
He was a really nice
were,
guy. I talked to him
were
about that.
were saying that they don't comment, but
I would
they're
usually
on
ask people, I
watching.
say, hey, do you ever comment? Because
Yeah.
I wanted to see if I would recognize
I ask him,
your name.
Yeah.
what's your handle? Whatever, do you
Right.
comment? And they're like, oh no, I never comment, but I see all your videos. I'm like, oh well, thank you.
One person was like, I'm just a lurker.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
Hey, We love the lurkers
Yeah,
too.
that's
You
fine.
don't have to comment.
Oh, yeah.
We appreciate you guys nonetheless. So.
I'm a lurker. I go on something because as soon as you comment, they know you're there, and then it's
Mhm.
like if you ever leave, it's like, hey, is Chris still there? No,
Yeah.
I must have left. Whoa, it
Yeah.
wasn't good enough or something.
I don't usually comment on live streams, but I do comment on static stuff quite a bit. So.
I will also say, since Scott is here, Scott was very generous and gave us $20 for Angie's SnowFundMe. So I made sure
Oh, wow.
that got
Wow.
into Angie's hands.
That's
So you're all
awesome.
set,
Yeah.
Scott.
Yeah.
You
Scott,
got your donation.
you're a true gem.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
Thank you, Scott. And we did sell a lot of watches.
Yes.
The watches are easy sells. I mean, they're really, really cool.
That was cool when, people can see them in person. We
Did
were
we
pulling
have
some out of the
them
box.
on the morning brick? We
They
didn't
had
have
them
them last week.
No, Joe had
Joe
some.
brought them out?
Yeah,
Okay,
brought
yeah,
out the
they're
boxes.
somewhere around here. But
There's a stack of them over there somewhere, but yeah,
those are a lot of fun. And
they're on the website, right? So people can.
They're all on the website.
Yeah.
We don't even have them out in the store yet, though.
Yeah.
But speaking of what we do have in the store,
Mm-hmm.
Angie and Randy redid our Lego Friends section, and if you watched the live stream yesterday, I'm sure you showed it off.
Mhm.
But they rearranged everything with glass cases instead of shelves. It
Yeah.
looks way better. And they've got a pink curtain hanging up and everything. It looks really
Majestic.
fancy.
Yeah. Looks
They
amazing.
said last week it's
Yeah.
going to be an experience. So.
That's what we want our store to be, is an
Yeah.
experience. So when
Well,
you
it's
go
an
into
experience
each
within an experience.
section,
Yeah.
you get an experience within an experience.
Exactly.
They're not done with it yet.
It's
That's why
already.
y'all gotta
looking-
come into the store sometime, plan a trip, or do it on your way to from something else.
You got to see all of Angie's and Randy's handiwork over there because it's,
Oh, yeah.
it's
Oh, it's
quite
gonna be
good,
great.
even in its unfinished state. It's awesome.
Yes, there's lots of bedazzling going on and all sorts of good fun.
There's actually a post on our Facebook and Instagram pages showing you some of that going out in about 15 minutes. So keep an eye
Oh,
on
cool.
our social media. But the pictures don't even really do it justice. You have to be there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
We always
The
say that
experience,
about
yeah.
everything. But
The
yeah.
same thing about Brick World.
Yeah.
You know, the video and the pictures just don't do the models justice, and our live stream doesn't do the store justice.
No.
Yep.
It gives you a taste.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And the number of people that actually had been to the store from Brick World, you know, and of course these are people that mostly live up in Chicago.
Or Midwest.
Surprising
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. A lot of people.
You know what was really cool about Brick World is that the last time they had Brick World was 2019. It was
Mhm.
before Lego Masters.
Yeah.
And the only stars that were there that I remember were Beyond the Brick.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And or maybe somebody that works for Lego.
There was a few Lego designers, but
Yeah.
not everyone knows exactly what they look like.
Yeah.
You know, so only a handful of people knew. So.
And this year you had a star that worked for Lego,
Mhm.
Stewart.
Stuart,
Yeah.
Daniel got his sig fig.
yeah, he was. I mean, I talked to him for like 5 minutes. He was a really cool
That's
guy.
awesome.
And then he
You-
said, "I'm so tired. I gotta go get a cup of coffee." And I was like, "Yeah, go."
You had how many Lego Masters were there?
About 35 of them. I mean, it was just blurry.
35 Lego Masters. I even saw Tyler like
Mm-hmm.
just hanging around one day, and
He was there for Saturday and Sunday. I think he got
Yeah.
in late Friday. So.
So he wasn't around as much as the other ones,
Yeah.
but I saw him walking around, and then all the social media people.
Mhm.
Wow,
There's
I
some
mean,
influencers.
and they all sprung up during COVID,
Mhm.
and they didn't exist really in a big way before COVID.
Most of them are new as of a few years.
So
Yeah.
this was their first Brick World being a known face,
Mhm.
you know. So they were everybody was there. It
Yeah,
seemed.
Eminar, Emasaurus,
Eminar,
all those,
yeah.
you know, TikTokers.
Was the guy running that build challenge you were doing? Was that Marcus?
That's Marcus.
That's-
And he is a Lego designer who
Okay,
did the Ninjago City Gardens and all the other big cool sets. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
I would say my favorite thing was the Beyond the Brick keynote address.
I missed that.
No, it was,
So-
it was
They-
really good.
They had video up of all the countries they've been to.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Well, it was like a timeline too. It started off with
Oh,
some
yeah,
pretty low
timeline.
production, like very
Yeah.
early.
They
Yes.
started out with the podcast and how
Yep.
they got started, and their email today is still like is at podcast or something like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Has a
Yeah.
podcast in
Yeah.
their email, yeah.
And,
But then at the end of the video, it was like, you know, they were going through these clips pretty rapid fire, like of just the intros, and it was like, hey, we're beyond the brick, and we're in Cairo at the Great Pyramids. Hey,
Yeah.
we're beyond the brick, and we're at, you know, this other exotic destination. It was-
Antarctica.
Yeah, Antarctica.
Yeah.
It was really cool to see that.
They
that
told funny
progression.
stories about these conventions and
Yeah.
places they had been, and then
Joshua
And
was
then-
wearing a bright red suit with
Yeah.
a yellow button-down shirt and a red tie.
he wore that at our Lego Masters parties.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Yes, they have
Yeah,
some awesome
Fantastic
suits.
suit.
Yeah.
You can't miss it. That's for sure.
And then at the end, they gave away a sealed Lego Death Star.
Yeah.
It
Crazy.
said,
deal.
"Hey,
Just
look
'cause-
under your seat,"
Yeah.
and whoever has that ticket gets this sealed Lego Death Star, which is like $1,000 set now.
Mm-hmm.
I wish it
And
was
everybody was like,
a,
"Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa," looking under empty seats.
That's amazing.
I wish it was like on Oprah, like you look at your seat and everybody's got
Yeah,
a
no,
Death
yeah.
Star.
Yeah.
Maybe like a
You get a Death Star. You get a Death Star. Everybody gets a Death Star.
So that was great.
That's awesome. I missed that because we arrived probably as that was ending. Because
Yeah.
we got there and we saw them like finishing up, and we're like, oh yeah. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have in the store going on right now, we've got our 20% off sale on new
Mhm.
cases. I haven't checked to see which cases they are.
There's a handful of them. There's some shelves. There's some Harry Potter. There's some Technic. There's some really good stuff. Some big
Ninjago?
sets. Yeah, Ninjago, which
Oh.
isn't kind of uncommon. We
You
don't.
did a
really-
post about it yesterday, right?
That
So
should
go-
be on
yeah, Go look
socials.
for that. Should
So.
be on Facebook and Instagram.
You can zoom in
So
and
if
see.
you didn't get something at the Whatnot auction last night that you wanted, like a Great Hall or something, you
Yeah.
can get 20% off.
Yeah, that's still in.
Most of them are in the Harry Potter case, which is on 20% off of the sets.
Okay.
There you go. That's probably even a better deal than some of the stuff we sold on Whatnot.
It's definitely comparable to a Whatnot
Yeah,
auction deals.
yeah.
Yeah. So. Mm-hmm.
Well, while we're talking about Harry Potter, the pictures came out of the staircase gift with purchase that they were talking about last week. So we can show the pictures
Well,
of
that's
that one because I
cool.
think that's a little more recent. So I'll show the picture.
That's
in
a
case people
really
haven't seen
good
it.
gift with purchase.
Yeah.
The gift with purchases are getting really good. I mean, there's
Mhm.
224 pieces in that one.
That's a pretty big set. That's like
You
a
got-
yeah,
$40,
it's
$50
One,
set,
you got
right?
one minifigure. I think now this is going to be a lot of stickers. I'm sure for all these portraits.
Yeah.
And then you got the fat lady there, and I think the staircase swivels. So good gift with purchase. 224
is there a
pieces.
You don't want to say fat lady. You want to say healthy lady.
That's the all right. Look, it's in the book, right?
Is-
That's
Okay.
the color. Blame J.K. Rowling,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Okay. It's her fault. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Is there a big Harry Potter set coming out that makes you get this?
There's still a rumor for a D2C Hogwarts Express
Mhm.
that's going to be like $500. I think it's a
'Cause
hefty price.
Usually that's why they would give away a Harry Potter set.
Yeah,
I mean,
encouraging you to buy those big sets.
Yeah, I mean, why get a Harry Potter set when you buy a Star Wars set? It just doesn't.
Right.
doesn't really
Now I don't think the
make
threshold
sense.
for getting this will be $500, but it might be
Mhm.
$150, about where we've seen these
Yeah,
other
or
ones
even a
recently.
little higher if it's a bigger set, maybe 200. I don't know. So.
I don't know. What was the piece count on like the Forceman one or the Cardboard
It wasn't that
Adventures?
much lower than that. So.
Yeah, but those were both at like 150, weren't they? So
Yeah.
it could be in that threshold.
Mhm.
The Diagon Alley the mini Diagon Alley was a free gift with purchase.
Yeah.
That was a lot of pieces.
Yeah, because it was a
was.
micro scale, but a lot of very small.
Those
small
little
pieces.
pieces add up. Yes.
Yeah.
But that is a really good gift purchase. It's a really great business strategy because I have spent way more on sets than I normally would
Yeah.
because I got to get that Forester set or
Yeah.
people are doing that. That's
So,
crazy.
I'm glad you brought that up because I've got an axe to grind with Lego.
Let's do it.
In that I ordered on the drive up to Chicago, I was like, the gift with purchase came out that day,
Yeah.
last Wednesday, and I
Mhm.
ordered bricks and pieces order plus a couple of sets.
Yeah.
So I was well over the threshold, and Lego canceled my order without telling me why.
Mm.
And I'm assuming it had to be the bricks and pieces. They don't want to give a free set away with the bricks and pieces.
Yeah.
I've had this happen before. There was a threshold that was maybe $100, and I ordered a $90 set, and I said, oh, well, I'll go buy $10 worth of bricks and pieces.
Mhm.
And the same thing had happened to me. I
Well-
think there's probably a legal clause somewhere that says bricks and pieces can't contribute towards.
Mhm.
Well, then don't
gift
put it
with
in my
purchases.
cart.
I
Yeah.
think it didn't used to,
Mhm.
but now maybe with the change of bricks and pieces from whatever it used to be
The
called,
software
maybe
isn't there yet.
something
Yeah.
got a little fuzzy with that, and I'm sure they'll work the kinks out. But yeah, it can be very annoying to have
Mhm.
that happen. You could try writing to customer service and see if they'll be nice about it, but I really wouldn't bank on that if you still haven't placed an order at this point.
Yeah. Are those comments moving, Chris? Because I see like it looks like the screen is frozen. So.
Yeah, so they are moving. So Scott was asking at Brick World, what was the Light Up Dinosaur Award for? I got one on my mock there, and I'm not sure who it was from. I don't remember seeing any Light Up Dinosaur awards.
Don't think that was a thing, but there was building bridges, there was World of Lights, there was a variety of different categories: mecha, vehicle, airship, group layouts, individual layouts, all sorts of different prizes. Who was saying that there?
Scott Robinson said that.
Maybe he's talking about sometimes people leave like.
Oh,
little small notes
so
around.
I know what he's talking about. So every year, Brick World awards the Brick World Master Award, which is a gigantic trophy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's for a lifetime's worth of displaying
Yep.
the Brick World. So this year's was Tim Liddy, and he's the leader of the Eurobricks, who have won the big group display for 5 years in a row. So
Wow.
that's what it takes to kind of get the notice enough for this award.
Mhm.
So last year, this lady who makes these amazing light shadow sculptures.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a little stack of pieces, and eventually at the end, it's Godzilla, or it's this awesome art piece in shadow. And so that lady won. And so in tradition, you leave a little gift by every single exhibitor and made out of Lego to kind of represent you. And so that little, you press that light, and it shows a little Godzilla on the wall.
Oh, cool.
So it's a pretty cool
I
build.
got
And
it.
so Steve and I got one, and pretty much everybody in the convention hall should have
So
gotten
she left that.
She left that.
She was the 2019
That is correct.
Brick World Master.
Yes.
Gotcha.
That's a
Gotcha.
pretty advanced one to have a
Yes.
have a light brick.
It's a lot of pieces in there. There's probably like 40, 50 pieces.
I
And
mean,
so
I've gotten some things where people leave little.
that's thousands of
bills.
dollars for
Yeah.
1,000 people. I mean, that's a lot of money. So it's, yeah.
I usually just get Jack Stone or.
Yep. Or a little printed tile.
Somebody
cool
was
stuff.
pretty
leaving
tiles,
Jack
yeah.
Stone at
Bearded
the
Builders Guild as
at
well.
Brick Fair, Virginia last year. And I think
Somebody.
I heard it was
Huh.
somebody told me who it was. I think it was Joe Mino, maybe.
Yeah, somebody with a great sense of humor. So it's
Yeah.
good.
See, I would have thought it would be somebody with a lot of access to Jack Stone figs. Maybe
Yeah, so that is what that was, Scott. It's a fun,
Yeah,
fun
we
gift.
have plenty of Jack Stone figs. We could do that, but I'm they're my investment. I'm
Mhm.
holding on until they get go up in value.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's what that was,
Keep
Scott.
holding on, Chris.
Very nice of the previous Brick World Master to hand those out every year. I think Simon Liu started that trend by leaving a frog pod at every spot, and he did that at every convention he went to that year too. That was back in 2013,
Yeah.
and I got a handful of them because I went to.
All right,
some
what
of
was
them.
your single favorite mock at Brick World this year?
Okay, I got it. So I'm gonna have to go with the big Eurobricks collaborative display. The desert with the huge canyon wall and the drum goal on the other side.
Okay.
The waterfall that Tim made was really special.
Yeah.
And the moving clear parts with the mist and the lights, that's pretty elaborate stuff. So the waterfall itself was my favorite part. The build itself was amazing too, but that was my favorite. So.
Yeah, that was very, very
That
well
was good.
done.
Daniel?
I had said on the video that the stained glass was one of my favorites.
Mhm.
I'm also. I think this was part of some organization that does this, but somebody
Mhm.
had taken. There was a little tiny set that was like a. I guess it's supposed to be like a train station with a guy and some crossing gates. and an
tiny
aerial
train
on top.
station,
This
yeah.
is from like back in the '60s, and they built it in this enormous scale. I mean, it was a loop of track that went around like 8 folding tables, and they had the little people on the hand pump cart, and they had brick built some of the old classic flowers and trees to be like 2 feet tall.
Yeah, show that
Yeah,
picture
I'll
really
show
quick
you.
because
This
that's
is a good example.
It's
It
hard
was-
to tell the scale because they look like the real pieces, but that green tree was probably 1.5 or 2 feet tall.
exactly, yeah, they were massive.
So that was I think that was the Greater Illinois Lego Train Club or something
Yeah.
like that.
That's right, because you
Yeah.
said what about the not so great
Yes.
Illinois
Yeah.
or Midwest maybe
Great Midwest
Greater Midwest.
Train Club.
something
Yeah,
like
something like that.
Anyway, very cool, very well done.
Grumpy J said, I'd leave next tonight's on Mark's mock evil laugh.
Yeah, he'd take a whole bag of them
Yeah, just
and
be
deposit them around.
Covering our creation, which
Yeah.
oh man, that'd be
I
horrible. This nightmare material.
I would say I had two, one for the World Lights and one for the daytime.
Yeah.
So
That's fair.
my all-time favorite was the Abe Lincoln. Daniel, I know you'll know the name of this. What? Panomorphic. Panomorphic, I think.
That's
sounds right.
yeah,
Yeah.
the mirror image.
So they had a metal trash can, and they had a kind of like a mosaic that didn't look like anything.
It looked like it was spread, like just a
But
slab
when
of
you
paint.
look into this real metal trash can, the mirror image of it and the bending
That's it.
bends the mosaic to look like Abraham
Now,
Lincoln.
any cylindrical mirror would have worked, but
Mhm.
It's a little small in the reflection because of the nature of it, but hopefully you can see. I mean, the thing on the table just looks like a mess, but
And
when you see it in the
reflection, it's like a perfect likeness.
That was like a Ripley's Believe It or
Yeah,
Not
I can
level
zoom in on
cool
that.
Yeah.
stuff. You know, it was
Yeah.
amazing.
Somebody
Yeah.
also did one of those like magic eye things where you like cross your eyes and then you can see, and it was the Lego logo.
Yeah.
So I think people are really getting into like optical illusions. There was also somebody who did like some mathematical functions. Somebody
Mhm.
did like the Mandelbrot set, but they made it look like Superman's Fortress of Solitude.
Yep.
And
The
then there were some
fractals,
ones
yeah.
that were like sculpted, like wave, three-dimensional wave functions.
What was your World of Lights
The
favorite, Chris?
World of Lights was, I didn't even notice it during the day. I walked right by it, looked at it, paid
Mhm.
no attention to it. But at night, it was that big, like 12-foot Star Wars vignette mock. And there was a little something going on in every room.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things that was built for nighttime.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as you turn it on, there's movement. There's stormtroopers on a rock climbing wall inside the. It looks like maybe it was the Death Star.
Yeah.
And they're actually moving on
It's
the
amazing.
wall. We did a video and we posted it on
There was some
YouTube. I
kind of
think.
weird, like there were minions in there. I didn't really get that, but
Mhm.
there was some other cool stuff.
Well, there was
You know, I
a few
think there's
things.
minions.
There was Darth Vader and Obi-Wan fighting in front of a Chinese, what looked like a Chinese
Chinese
pagoda
restaurant.
or a
Mhm.
restaurant, and it was like, what's going on here?
I didn't like
What's-
get the joke.
What's
you
the
know?
joke? There's got to be something to it, and I couldn't think of it. But
Now, I think we
Something.
posted a short of you painting around the whole thing. Now,
yeah, we did a
short-
video.
Short is
Yeah.
a loose word. It was a long, really.
We still
posted
have a lot of videos to post on our YouTube channel. We'll
Yeah.
get those out this week and beyond, so stay tuned for that.
And TikTok. I know you like posting on TikTok.
Yeah, I never get around to it, but yes, I do want to post on TikTok. Yes.
I really, really liked the lighting on those Indiana Jones ones. That was well
Mhm.
done. And I hadn't
He's an
seen those
expert.
during the day either.
Yeah. Well, I saw the one that had emotion in it during the day. The one with the big.
The big
Egyptian
and the
statues
that were,
moving.
like wobbling.
But then when the lights went off and you could see all the little really subtle details, I got some great pictures of that.
it
so
had
I'll
the
take a picture.
torches on the ground where they were fending the snakes off, and then there was like a strobe light that was like the lightning in that
Yeah.
scene. It was really well done.
Some amazing stuff for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any
Alright, we
other?
could talk all day about Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
get
yeah.
back to the news.
Any
Well,
other Lego news we want?
Yeah, we didn't talk about the new Mario. There's you really have to like Mario. I don't think the three of us care a whole lot about them. I grew up with Mario. I played it. That's about it. I don't really care too much about it. But there is a fifth wave coming out. So the fact that they're on the fifth wave, there must be a lot of fans of it.
I know that the kids love it because I was talking with some parents who were buying it, and I'm like, so this Mario stuff's pretty fun, right? Because and then they're like, oh yeah, there's daily challenges on the app,
Oh wow!
and so they're playing new games every single day, and
And
so it's
the first wave of mystery figures has skyrocketed.
Mhm.
In my opinion, it's skyrocketed. It's $10 to $20 per figure. That's a lot.
yeah.
And then, they, like I said, they're on the fifth wave.
We do have those on our website. I put them on.
What's interesting is that the new wave is in a box, like the videos were.
Mm. Yeah.
I don't know why. I kind of like it because I don't like people feeling
Well,
bags.
okay. I mean,
because
those were like the hardest ones to feel up ever because they were
They're
all
just pieces,
yeah, but
Same with the Unikitty ones.
with the bags, with the CMF bags, people go in and they fill them up, right?
Mhm.
And then they leave, and the bag is like damaged.
Yeah.
I mean, every
Only
time
if you're bad at it.
Disorganized. Yeah, it could definitely mess up. It's just like the fact that they
Yeah.
have to manipulate it means that there's a lot of problems that are created
Yeah.
that way.
So I like the boxes. I mean, a mystery is a mystery,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, a mystery. It's supposed to be a
You're
mystery.
not
You just
supposed to
like
be
that
able to
because then
feel.
people trade more into the store when they get it wrong.
Sure.
That too.
Sure,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
take it. I'll take it.
Yeah. And then the Avatar finally made its debut, both
Yep.
leaked and the rest of it. So yeah.
And we'd seen a lot of images of those
Mhm.
before. October 1st is the release for that one. So
And-
not August. That one's a little later.
It's a
For whatever
fall
reason.
release for that.
And that was the big new theme they were supposed to announce at LegoCon.
Called it.
Yep. Yep.
And you know what was really funny is M&R did something for LegoCon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And I-
like making fun of it.
I didn't see what it was, but they had M&R and his crew that was there had LegoCon shirts.
Yeah, we were at the yard sale and you were like, oh, those guys are wearing Lego concerts. And I was like, no, that was M&R and his cronies.
They actually live streamed it in a room and had a live stream about the live stream.
Yeah.
So they were like they were
kind of
having
like a reaction.
they made a
video.
thing about it, and I did
Yeah.
not really see how that went down, but I'm sure it was entertaining.
I bet so.
So-
Yeah.
I didn't even realize. It was like that night and I was like, oh, LegoCon was
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Just
I haven't.
I've seen
At
all that
this
stuff.
point, I don't know. if
It's
I
on
will or
YouTube.
not.
It's on YouTube, so I'm gonna watch it.
I don't remember how long is it. I don't-
It's probably
It's
an
longer
hour or
than
two.
an hour. I don't know. I'm gonna spend the time to do that unless I can watch it at 2 times.
I bet
speed
you
or
it's about an
something.
hour and 40 or
Yeah,
hour,
they,
2 hours.
there was a lot of reveals there, though. I mean, a lot of news came out.
I think this is a big improvement over last year's LegoCon, which was just basically a joke. But
Yeah.
so this is actually there was some legit news. It was fun.
Yeah.
Well, my prediction for
reveals.
LegoCon is that they actually have physical cons eventually.
They-
and
they
it's
should.
kind of going to be like the next Kid Fest.
Yeah.
So LegoCon could be, they don't want to exclude the whole world
Yeah.
by having it in Chicago and then no one else can go.
Yeah.
So either they
Or
have
Portland.
it at different locations, maybe.
Yeah. Why not?
Maybe the local Lego store puts it on at a larger
Or a small
location.
activity or something. It doesn't have to be huge.
But they make it so that everybody can participate, and people bring mocks, and
Mhm.
yeah, I bet they have a in-person event eventually.
So I was talking to Mini Superheroes today
Mhm.
about this at the convention, and he was like, they should have at least had a booth here because this is the
Yeah.
biggest Lego convention in the world,
Yeah,
and Europeans are flying here. They have official Lego representation, and it's happening the same day.
yeah,
Why not have a little something, a little official like? There's this cool, even like it's if you have a booth, you can steer people to LegoCon the stream.
Yeah.
It's like why not have at least a time? I think that they were missing a
The
little bit of
trend
opportunity.
just seems to be that Lego is distancing themselves from fan interaction as
Yeah.
much as possible. I mean,
Which-
these years you're lucky to get a few representatives from Lego
Yeah,
officially.
it's probably easier and probably more straightforward for them, but it would be nice to just get a nod for all the fans that are literally tripling your business every year. You know, I mean, just yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
my take on it is, with fan interaction, they know that this market is already.
We're already
we're
sold.
We're
Yeah.
tied to the business.
Yeah.
There's not a lot more marketing they can do, and so I think they have decided that it's maybe not worth
Mm-hmm.
the time or effort to do that, which is a shame. But that's my take on it, my 2 cents.
Yeah, yeah. We're here buying Lego. We're here talking about Lego.
Right.
They don't have to do anything
We're
more
already
for us to do.
lifetime
Yeah, yeah.
fans.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Bricker Builds did have a reveal on Saturday,
Mhm.
right before the big LegoCon one. It was at 11:30, but I didn't see what it was. Did you-
Pretty sure it was a Charizard.
A Charizard?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
so
cool.
I-
'Cause I walked
I
by
saw
the
the
booth
video.
after and the curtain wasn't there anymore, but I couldn't tell which one it was because I wasn't familiar with what their existing catalog.
I think that was the new reveal because they had the Pikachu, they had some other Pokemon characters in Lego, and so now they had the big Charizard, which is pretty awesome.
I
saw
like
the
their.
Charizard. I just assumed that would have been something they'd already done, I guess.
I kind of like their the fact that at Brickworld you're having more bigger companies, non-Lego companies, set up booths.
Yeah.
So like Whatnot had a booth,
Mhm.
and that was a very interactive booth. Like every time you walk by, somebody was doing a live auction there.
Something.
at
They were
Whatnot
constantly
booth.
doing something,
Yeah, and then they
showing
were
how it works.
giving away stuff, and that was neat. You know, that's what you see at a big conventions.
Yeah.
You know.
They were being smart. They're like, we know that Lego auctions are a thing, and they're gonna be
Yeah.
more of a thing. So they were investing in that. It's really cool. to see.
Whatnot is very rapidly becoming a large part of the Lego community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the number of new
And
sellers
toys
on
and
there every
cards.
week is yeah, they do things. We were talking to one of the representatives and they said baseball cards and Funko Pops, which is how they got their start, or some of their other big categories.
I've got a prediction for Whatnot, and I gave her my 2 cents. My advice is Beanie Babies.
Amazing.
The next big
She
thing.
probably thought you were trying to sabotage the company.
Things come back.
One day, it'll.
Yeah.
If they stop making them, then they'll. The company goes into business or
They're still
something,
making
then oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're not the same though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I grew up with them, so. But Sanctum Sanctorum, we want to talk about.
Yeah.
Any of the new sets that come out? Get to your
Again,
list
people
here.
have probably seen some pictures of that already, but it's a good build. Looks like it looks just like a modular. It's even got the lamppost, except it's in black instead of white. But all the modulars have that white lamppost. This one has a black, but it's got the sidewalk. It's got some
Oh,
trees.
those trees look cool.
It's a corner building. Yeah, you get that kind of kelp piece in dark tan. That's really
Yes.
nice.
Very
That
nice.
fits into those candlestick pieces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looks like a
It's-
bigger,
yeah,
nicer
it's a-
version.
Big Sanctorum. A lot of minifigs. Got Ebony Maw there. He's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Chris. You want to say anything else about it?
No,
No.
I haven't seen the movie yet, and I'm trying not to like look into it too much.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Yeah, it is branded for Multiverse of Madness on the
Yeah.
box art.
It looks pretty cool. I mean, we built one for our Marvel City over there that looks just as impressive, and that took me a day. So I mean, it's like not to brag or anything, but I'm just saying it's cool, but it's not maybe as cool as I was expecting. I don't know. So.
I mean, honestly, we already have a pretty good Sanctum Sanctorum, which
That's set.
we just sold
That
the
was
sealed
what I
one. We
thought.
just had a sealed one, but
Yeah, it's only a slight step above that. I don't know. I mean, if
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
so.
if-
I
It's
think they were
definitely
going
better,
for like a
but-
Daily Bugle quality kind
Yeah.
of sense.
It is fully like the back's all finished off. It's modular. You can lift the roofs up. I don't think you could do that in the other one. So it is. There's some definite improvements, and there's a lot more pieces. So
Maybe next will be a better Avengers Tower. I don't think we've ever really gotten an Avengers Tower that wasn't just kind of a dinky little playset.
yeah, play version. There have been a lot of rumors about that. I was talking to Mini Superheroes today about that.
Yeah.
He's pretty sure that's what it is, but we'll see. So.
Just, purely based on the trend. I mean, these are the kind of pillars of Marvel bases and headquarters and things.
what's the MSRP on that?
This one is $250. It looks like.
That's actually a pretty good deal. So,
Yeah.
for 2,700 pieces. not
The
bad.
comments are maybe, I don't know. It should be somewhere around there though.
Yeah.
The interior looks like mostly like what a lot of the other ones have. Lots of shelves with books and trinkets on it. It does look like there is one cool feature where you can there's like some stickered pieces so you can change like when you're looking through the door. There's like the one
The
of the
portals?
desert,
Yeah,
portals
yeah,
from
yeah,
the
that's
desert,
cool.
and one of some other dimensions and things. So
Yeah.
that's a fun little feature there that we haven't seen before.
So I guess there's rumors going around that UCS Razor Crest was hinted at during LegoCon.
Mhm.
Morgan has brought that up here, and a couple other people have too. Is they were wearing shirts that had the UCS Razor Crest or something like that?
Mhm.
It was just like an outline of a
Mhm.
top-down view of the Razor Crest.
Okay.
Interesting. So like a schematic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And that would kind of make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do think that's a little. I still feel like that's too soon because the Razor Crest is obliterated. I don't know, but it's a big cool set.
Somebody said that he wants it. He has said in the show, The Mandalorian has said that he wants a Razor Crest,
Mm.
and so
Maybe you'll get one day.
and that Naboo Starfighter is just kind of small,
It doesn't carry enough stuff, right?
and
yeah.
he's a bounty hunter.
He needs to be able to lock people up.
I mean,
and
what
take
if
them
he
with him.
what if he wants to give somebody a ride? So
Yeah.
I think in this next episode, the next season, he gets a Razor Crest.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got the money for it now, right?
Probably.
All right. Okay. Here's my prediction. Then he's gonna have to have somebody. He's gonna have somebody with him that he needs to transport, and you're gonna see him flying through space, and the person's gonna be squished in the back.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, like in the next
Like a
episode,
big alien
he's
just
gonna go.
like
He's gonna go
fucking-
out and buy a Razor Crest or something, maybe something new and different.
Yeah. Fantastic Four set idea. Building Avengers Tower style, fakes for Fantastic Four, Doctor Doom, and a huge buildable Galactus. See that'd be a cool
Something
set.
The
else that
Fantastic
was-
Four had a special tower.
Yes. Yeah. Mhm.
One of the other things that was like a speculated rumor was in the Harry Potter segment. One of the designers and Ivana Lynch, the girl who played Luna Lovegood, they were in front of the train station with the Hogwarts Express behind it. So that was another maybe hinting at
That's
that Z2C.
that's a hint for me. That
LCS
is.
Hogwarts
Can I see the
Express.
shirts they were wearing?
Yeah,
No,
he's
the-
got a
the-
blue and white striped one, and she's got just a plain black one with
Razor
some,
Crest.
some red overalls or something. There you go.
Yeah, for
And I
sure.
think it just says copyright LFL on the bottom
Yeah.
in a suspiciously large font, like they wanted it to be.
They're both wearing
Yeah.
it. That's very deliberate that they're both
Yeah,
wearing it. I
that's,
don't know.
that's got to be what it is.
Sneaky, sneaky. Mm-hmm.
We did get
Not so sneaky.
I know.
we got a pretty good haul at Brick World.
Yes.
And we got a lot of cool animals, bulk animals, the baby elephant, big elephants,
Some lions.
lions, vultures, and then two of my favorite. Okay, I have two favorite things that I got. We got a bunch of vintage empty boxes. We got a
Awesome.
perfect yellow castle box.
You were talking about
Perfect
how nice
yellow
the
castle
one that
box.
Tim Kroll got was.
This is even better.
This one was better than that.
How much?
It would look, well, honestly, it would look great in here.
That
on a
would.
shelf.
That would.
If we don't have one to put in it, yeah.
Did we get this set here?
The box
The
for it?
box for it?
Yeah, that might have been in there.
I think we did. We got a couple classic
Wow.
space set boxes. Great
Well, all
condition.
the other ones I think were space, besides the.
Well, if you
besides
did want to
the-
sell them, those are two boxes that I would get.
And then we got.
Because I have those
you-
sets at home.
Do you not have the boxes for this?
I don't have the box for the castle. I do have a very, very beat up box for
I got
the
it.
Galaxy Explorer.
And then at the yard sale, the first thing I got. So the yard sale was supposed to start at 8:00 at night,
Mhm.
right? Daniel was
Should've been
supposed to
nice.
be buying for us because there's a lot going on. And we
Yeah.
need extra hands. And so it's 7:20, and I look over there at the food court where it was supposed to be, and it's a madhouse.
Yeah, they're already started.
And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa! Let me get my money and
I was
go.
walking around looking at Mox and I heard this ruckus and I looked up and I was like, oh no.
The stampede began.
Yeah.
So I get over there, and there's a lot of people that have yard sale prices, but then
Mhm.
there's a lot of people that have
Too high. Yeah.
prices that are just ridiculously high.
Mhm.
It's like they're just showing off their stuff, and they
Yeah.
don't want to sell it.
I saw a couple of those, just a bunch of
and
sets.
a lot of them, and so the first thing I see and buy was the two HO scale 1950s Hot Wheels cars that Lego
Mhm.
made. And they are so cool. They're
That's
Mercedes. They say Mercedes on the bottom of them. They come with their garages,
Mhm.
and it was, the guy was asking a great price for them. I didn't try to. I mean, it's still a lot of money, but
Didn't haggle them.
I don't haggle at the yard sale very often. If somebody's selling it for a good price, it's a good price.
Yeah, you'll
And
buy
I'm
it.
not gonna beat them down for it because they'll get that price. It's
Yeah.
just not. It's
Not
just not
worth it.
fair.
Yeah.
You know.
And the higher prices, they're in a different headspace, so don't even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were selling a bookshelf on our front porch last week, and I posted it on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm like, $20, just come and get it,
Mhm.
right? I mean, that's a giveaway price for a bookshelf.
Yeah.
And somebody said, "Would you take 10?" And I was like, "No,
Yeah.
it's $20.
Not even worth
for
my time,
this
yeah.
really nice store display bookshelf." I
Mhm.
was like, "It's, you're just doing that."
To do it.
To do
Just,
it.
you know,
I
mean,
just
no.
to feel like you got a good deal.
And somebody bought it like immediately.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I don't like that. And then we're asking. We had Brick World specials on polybags that were GameStop exclusives. It was the cheapest place you could get it anywhere on the internet. You couldn't even find it on the internet cheaper, right?
Yeah.
Prices were extremely good. And we had a couple people say, "Oh, would you do better on this one? Would you bundle these?" And it's like, no.
It's already on sale. Yeah.
And the guy was like, "Well, I had to ask," and I was like, "No, you didn't."
Yeah.
So the Yellow Castle box and those HO cars were my favorite.
Yeah. Now the yard sale at Brick Fair, Virginia, it's set up around like the whole convention center, and people will set up, and some people will mosey around and maybe make a few deals before it really gets going. But here it was a madhouse. It was like a pack of vultures had descended. It was all in one corner. It wasn't.
It was very
spread out.
concentrated.
It was all just in one, it was like near the food court, so they were just a bunch of round tables. And people just swarmed on it. It was just a madhouse.
And there was a sign that said something about 6 feet stay 6 feet apart,
Yeah.
wear a mask.
There's people
some
literally
people
over
were
each other,
shoulder
yeah.
to
Shoulder
like
grabbing
absolute madhouse. Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
set up for.
Now this was the first time they've done it, so
Yeah.
They'll
Oh, it was
probably-
great. Don't get me wrong. It was
it was
fantastic.
good stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was a good thing that they had it, but
I got
they may
a
change some things up in the
a
future.
box. I think it's from the 1950s. It was you know those Lego signs
Mm-hmm.
that are printed like actual road signs, stop
Yeah.
signs, and they have a weird base, but they still stick to studs. I got a sealed box of those.
Nice.
The box is not great, but the bag inside is yes.
And
The
Daniel
seal
got
comes-
something special at the yard sale for himself.
The animal?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I got a goat. I got the
Hey,
goat.
hey,
I'm not part of
hey.
the goat club.
How much was that goat?
I'm not at liberty to say.
That's your
per
first
the,
goat?
Per the individual's request.
That was
Okay,
your first
okay,
go.
okay.
It was.
It was a pretty good deal then.
I
that's
should have
good.
bought.
It was.
The person had more than one, and I should have just bought them
It
all.
was cheaper
Mm-hmm.
than you could buy on Bricklink.
That's good.
And a vendor came by, a dealer came by, and probably beat
I
her
think
over
he,
the head.
I think he bought the other two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you bought
and,
the
they,
other
and then
two.
they were gone.
And that was all the lady
The woman
had.
said she had got them in lug bulk.
She
the years that
she
the goats
said
had
she
come
got
out.
30 to 50 of them. Yeah, in lug bulk.
She said when she first got them, they were essentially worthless. She said she traded some with other members of her lug. She said she traded 3 goats for 3 chickens. Back in whatever.
In her
year it
lug.
was that they came out.
Yeah, in her
Yeah,
universe.
Other lug members.
I remember
she said
goats
for a
being
while.
kind of uncommon. They were like they were like $5 to $7, and they just $20, $50.
But that's
You know what's funny is we got a big collection in over the weekend. It's
Mhm.
just bulk. They're in cardboard boxes. We cannot see what's inside it.
Yeah.
And one of our employees pulled a goat out yesterday. And it's
You never know
but
what
what's
you're gonna
fun
find.
about that is like we've only gone through half of those.
Yeah.
Now we're like, we need to
And we're
look.
like, all right, there's
See if there's
probably
a-
another goat in there.
Exactly.
Yeah. And what else came in that set? There's a cow.
There's a horse that's gray. It's the only gray horse
Okay,
that's
so
ever made.
he's
So that's fun.
He could be in that.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
we'll keep
valuable.
an eye out for that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just never know what's going to go up in value. And she was
Mhm.
saying, I thought they were expensive when they were $30, $50.
Yeah. I remember
So-
50 was like outrageous.
And I said, yeah, it's the same thing with anything. I mean, people thought $300 was ridiculous for a Cloud City Boba Fett. And now
Mhm.
these days people are like, oh, I'm beating myself over the head for not buying it when there's $300. And I was like, well,
Yeah.
you have no
Or
idea.
$1,000,
You never know.
yeah.
Or $1,000. Now it's, over two. Over two.
Almost
Jerry,
3.
Jerry Houston is wondering if the Benny spaceship is still available from the Chicago Hall. I priced it last night, so Joe might have gotten it on. And
Check on the website.
If he hasn't, he should be getting it on today.
Yeah, if it's not on the website, call Joe and
Yeah.
have him track it down for you.
Oh,
It's
and
going to look
we're-
good next to your
We're
Galaxy
having
Explorer.
some issues. We're having a company.
We're having issues. They fixed it.
They fixed it
Yeah.
already?
Okay.
They got back to me last
Okay.
night, and so the menu was not working very well. You could still use the search to find anything you wanted to. The menu should be working fine now.
Sweet.
Bear with us as we get the menu improved in
Yeah,
the
if
future
you ever
soon.
have an issue with our website, let us know because we're in the process of
Updating stuff.
updating.
Yeah.
Reworking
Yeah.
some things. All right, let's keep rolling. We got some more things to get through.
Really?
Yeah, still
It's like
going.
We're still okay on time. We're just fighting each other. It's fine.
We'll knock out all the Star Wars. We got the Cad Bane's Justifier and the ATTE.
Cad Bane is good. That's
Yeah.
good,
Yeah, some people were saying his tubes looked a little chunky. Somebody did a Photoshop of.
Doesn't matter. Somebody's gonna complain about something.
Yeah, well, Star Wars fans are going to complain about something.
Well,
Somebody,
they're not gonna
somebody
break.
did a Photoshop of like Cad Bane from the show, and he had like those big dryer vent things into his face.
That's funny.
But yeah, no, I think they look great. I think the ATTE looks great. I think the figs look great.
Cody
there will be
and
people out there
Bane.
who find some things to complain about.
People have been begging for those figures for years now, so it's really good that they came out with them in sets. So.
And you can nitpick some small things about accuracy, and my response to that is like, I mean, it's Lego. Back in the day, they used to always find things that were an interesting substitute, or you make something kind of work, and
Mhm.
that's just good enough, or not good enough, because people do expect high quality products from Lego, but
They're way better than they used to be. There's
Yeah.
still like the best toy that can be, even for like characters and stuff. There's only like the Black Label series of action
Right.
figures are better, like as far as realism. So it's like just
but
it's
in terms
pretty
of
darn
like
good.
creative substitutions and part usage
Yeah.
and things like that,
Making it work.
it's far better than it's ever been before in terms of accuracy.
And
Oh, yeah.
I do want to comment. I mentioned Joe because Joe will be putting that Benny Spaceship on soon, and we didn't get any Joe emojis.
We got a super chat.
Oh,
we just
Kix
got
Mix.
an Exo Knight. Welcome Kix Mix Z. He's
Hey,
using
thanks,
the
Kix Mix.
emojis. There we go. Thank you, Morgan.
There you go.
Morgan's got us covered.
And I'll mention Ed too. Ed is going to pick up a pretty nice sealed set collection tomorrow
Nice.
in Alabama.
Mhm.
And it might be picking up 2 collections. So thank you,
Mhm.
Madeline. Yeah.
There you
Joe,
go.
appreciate it. There's Ed.
So,
Grant,
uh,
you got Grant and Vogan done.
Yep, Grant and Vogan are there. There's Ed too.
Grant
I think there should be an
Vogan,
Angie and
Grant
Randy. They'd probably be a
Vogan.
big combo.
That's probably next. But yeah.
Grant and Vogan are working on a new video where they're destroying more Lego.
Mm-hmm. Because the last one was fun.
Yeah.
People always like to see
New
that.
ways to destroy fake Lego.
Mhm.
Fake Lego.
I think they just released a video recently about Grant's collection. So if you want to see what
Mhm.
Grant collects,
I
Yeah,
heard
really
it's
nice.
schmacking.
it smacks. Yeah,
Schmack.
Is
smacks.
that what the people are saying?
That's what kids
Yeah.
say these days, I guess.
And I think Vogan's
Get your finger on the pulse.
Vogan's cleaning his room right now, so I guess he's gonna be
I mean, he's
Doing-
probably got a collection.
doing
himself.
his.
I'm still
eventually.
working very slowly. I've obviously been gone in Chicago, but I'm getting.
I'm excited for Daniel's collection. Yeah.
Madeline
he's
said-
got he's got some cool stuff.
Yeah. Madeline said Will and Will emojis.
Yeah.
Also,
that'd
they're
be
a
good,
duo. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
good.
The duo ones are good.
Yeah. Oh, there's some. Look at those. Those are great duo
Look at all
ones.
that. Yeah.
Man, there's a lot. Who's the guy holding a basketball?
Oh, that's actually a pizza. That's pepperoni from Lego Island.
Gotcha.
Cakes makes. We
Gotcha.
have not watched
Alright.
Kenobi yet. No spoilers.
Yeah,
please.
yeah. We're not
It's the,
talking about
it's the morning
Kenobi.
of, man.
Yeah.
We didn't want to know that Darth Vader died in this episode or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be the worst.
And then he got resurrected like Palpatine.
Yeah, something like that. So.
So let's see. Both of those Star Wars ones were August 1st. The Galaxy Explorer is August 1st. The Castle is August 3rd, I think.
Okay, I thought
There's
it
a
was
little bit of delay, maybe to take some stress off the website.
Oh, we'll
Yeah.
see it at Brick
I
Fair,
hope.
Virginia. I'm sure.
Wow.
Yeah, probably.
Mhm.
Probably. What were some other ones? There's a couple Minecraft sets coming out on August 1st. Skeleton Dungeon and Abandoned Village.
I'm glad to see it continue.
Yeah,
I'm glad it's
yeah.
successful. It's
The
good.
Skeleton Dungeon, the one thing I liked about that was they've been trying to do the spawners for a long time and to make the
Mhm.
spawners look cool, and this one I think for the first time actually has like the little tiny skeleton inside of it.
Oh,
that, like,
nice.
spins around with the fire.
That's cool.
So
Are you guys still doing your Minecraft server?
It's still there, and people play on it every now and then. We need to restart it and revive it because
Oh, okay.
after a while, the Minecraft world gets mined out, and there's not too much to do. So we're gonna probably restart.
You know what we need to start soon also is we need to set up our fantasy football league
Yes.
store.
I'll
And
join
then
that.
We can keep people updated on who's winning that.
It was pretty volatile last year, so it'll be fun this
Yeah.
year. So yeah.
Yeah.
And what we can actually post updates and shorts about that. How who's
Daniel
who game,
said he's never
which game won.
played.
I've
which
never
means
I
played.
he'll
said,
probably,
I said I'd
he'll
do a
probably
March
win the whole
Madness.
thing.
I said I'd do a March Madness bracket.
You're not an NFL guy.
I don't know about fantasy
Okay.
football. I've never been much for NFL.
Okay.
Chris, you want to talk about?
Oh, hey, Dana, thank you so much for saying you want a job. That reminds me, we are looking for a shipping manager. So we've got
Please.
our Whatnot auctions that Daniel ships out.
Yeah.
It's Whatnot shipping the Whatnot auctions is going to take Daniel out all day.
Yeah, today, right?
And
I'm hoping I'm
then
going to get somebody's help with that.
Joe spends pretty much all day shipping out website orders,
Mhm.
and then I spend too much time shipping out Bricklink orders.
Yeah, and other stuff.
So we are looking for a shipping manager, and a
Mhm.
shipping manager could probably fill Bricklink orders too. What do you think, Daniel?
That'd be nice.
That should probably be part of their job description.
We are looking for someone who likes Lego,
Mhm.
doesn't mind not making a ton of money,
Yep.
and
None of us are millionaires
is
here. No.
relatively normal. Yeah.
Normal person.
Good
Yeah.
at wrapping things.
Gets
carefully,
along with
packaging them
some sassy people.
I know we're really narrowing the playing field.
yeah, yeah. It's a very specific requirements,
Yeah.
but yeah. So.
Where
Chris,
are
did
the
you,
animals on the website? They're definitely on the website.
Yeah, you can look up. I would just look up the item name on Bricklink is what we usually go by. So like alligator or shark or chickens or things like that, which should all be spiders, cats, dogs, things like that. Just I would
Yeah.
look them up. I search them if they're not
I
coming
would
up.
think there should be a tab. Now, like we
used to
said,
be
we're
a bulk-
messing with the menu right now.
There used
but I
to
would
be
think
a
there
bulk
should
under bulk Lego. There used to be bulk animals, and from there you could also find other animals. But
There should be individual listings, I would think. somewhere.
Well, we need to set up. We will if it's not easy to find them all together, we'll go ahead and change that.
Maybe we'll recategorize it. You
Yeah.
want to talk about this, Chris? I know you want to talk
Yeah,
about this.
well, I do. Yeah, so I didn't know that was coming out.
You
It
didn't
looks,
see this?
Daniel's got a Barcelona brickhead here, and then there's a little soccer goal behind him, which is cool because we
Mhm.
haven't seen background scenes come out with brickheads that I'm aware of.
No, that's like very separate.
Sometimes
Some
they'll
of the like
the goat
pets.
and the sheep have the pets
They have a
like,
landscape.
Like the dogs, they
Yeah.
have
But not a
thing to sit
background.
on, or the fish had some stuff.
and it looks like you might be able to change who they look like. Too.
Yeah, so it's a Go Brick Me, kind of like they
Yeah.
did the husband and bride, or there was like a generic one where you could make any brickhead that looked like yourself.
Mhm.
I think that's going to be pretty popular because of all the pieces you're going to get. You get all these different stickers for numbers on the back. I bet Madeline's going to buy one. I think she's a soccer player.
Mhm.
And look at, I mean,
That one's probably printed.
that must
I think
come with a
I
ton
think
of
the
pieces.
numbers are stickers, but I think the front of the jersey may be printed. It doesn't look like a sticker.
and so even if you're not a Barcelona fan, I think you're going to get this because you could make it look like anybody.
Like yourself, like
Yeah.
one of the players. Yeah.
That original Go Brick Me thing was that's skyrocketed in price.
Oh yeah, because it discontinued and yeah.
I don't know
And-
why they wouldn't just keep producing that,
Yeah.
like indefinitely. I mean, that should have been something that was out for 5 years.
And I'm glad that you brought this up also because we got at Brick Fair, Virginia, we got 100 Barcelona torsos.
Mhm. It's crazy.
Yeah,
So
from
you
that
need
little
some.
free gift minifigure torsos.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember that gift where they had people partying in the streets?
Mhm.
And we got the torsos from that.
Nice. Yeah.
So if you need
Jerseys.
to army build, team build your Barcelona team.
So, quick reminder to leave a like on the video because it looked
Oh, yeah.
a little low from my view here. So, don't forget to leave us a like. It helps out the channel so much. Any other cool Lego news you want to cover before we wrap it up today? I think
That's it. I think we covered it.
we've had a nice discussion.
Covered it all. Daniel?
Kinda
The jazz quartet idea set.
That should be releasing soon, right?
Yeah,
So.
should be soon. That
It's
was
not
last
my
thing.
cup of tea, but I'm sure it'll make some fans happy. So.
Yeah, another good idea set, well executed.
Yep. All right. Well, that'll do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for sticking with us this entire discussion of all the cool Lego news. We'll be back next week at 9:30 on Wednesday Eastern
yeah.
Time, and we also have Thursday night,
Tons of things between now.
Friday afternoon, and Saturday and
Joint
Friday
building,
videos.
Between the studs.
Mm-hmm.
Should be another random Saturdays.
Yep. So
And
many
then
more.
Monday
Lots
Hall,
of
store
pictures
tours on
and
Friday.
videos of Brick World are still just going to be
Yeah.
coming out.
Lots of
Yeah.
shorts, and so yeah, we.
Whatnot next Tuesday.
You can expect probably like 2 to 3 videos a day for the next few weeks. So,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, a lot of
What's
good stuff.
between the studs about this Friday?
So this one is probably going to be sets that are actually bad, but
Oh,
we'll
okay.
see. So
Alright.
so we're working on that. It's probably going to be that, but it could be something else. We got other things.
That sounds entertaining.
Yeah.
The bad, the worse, and the ugly.
Yeah, we'll find a really funny title for that. Anyway, thanks guys. We're gonna end it here.
Thanks for coming. Have a good rest of your day, y'all.
Daniel's got to ship some stuff out, so we're
Oh,
gonna
don't
close
remind
this down here.